Okay, so it's been a while since I've reacted to In a Nutshell on this channel. I thought it was only fitting that I do, okay? That I bring it back for y'all a little bit. Today we got Did the Future Already Happen? The Paradox of Time. Let's hope that my brain and your brain and let's just hope we can comprehend this, okay? Because it might get a little complex. Time is kind of hard to understand sometimes, so let's get right into it. Let's see what In a Nutshell has for us today. Hopefully they can put it in a nutshell in a way we can all understand. We can all pick up that nutshell. Hopefully.
Do your past, present, and future all exist right now? Are you watching this video, being born, and lying on your deathbed at this very moment? Surprisingly, the answer could be yes.
Okay.
But how can that be? What does that even mean? How does time work? The block universe.
The block universe.
Imagine the universe.
Is this gonna be different theories of time?
Painting pictures on paper. Each picture shows everything that's happening in the universe in a single moment. With each new moment, all kinds of things occur everywhere. People are born and die, galactic civilizations expand, you miss the bus. And our universe kid makes a new picture that replaces the old one.
Huh.
In this way, you get something like a movie. Only
Right.
the moment we're in right now is real. The past is what happened before. Now it's gone. The future is still to come and hasn't been drawn yet.
Okay.
This is kind of how time feels, right?
Sure,
moment
I
being
guess so,
replaced by
yeah.
the next
In the
one.
mind's eye.
The past is far behind us. The future doesn't exist.
The future doesn't
But what
exist.
if time is something else? What if the universe
Should
kid
tell people the past doesn't exist because our brains seem to be stuck on that shit. You know what I mean? People's brains seem to love the old paintings, the old block universes. Why does it have a proclivity to being there and not here or there? You know what I mean? Like,
has
that's kind of
already
strange.
finished all its drawings and stacks them on top of each other. This way, we get a block block of time that
okay.
contains the whole history of the universe. All moments that have ever existed or will ever exist. And in this block, in this stack of moments, the past, the present, and the future are equally real and exist at the same time.
Exist at the
This
same
feels
time,
wrong.
huh?
The only things that we perceive as real are those things happening now.
Right.
How can the past and future be real right now? The problem is that according to the theory of relativity, they kind of have to be.
Right.
Heavily simplified, relativity says that time and space are not separated, but one connected space-time.
Yes.
When you move through space, you're also moving through the block. This
Right.
means time passes differently for different people, depending on how they move through space relative to each other.
Of course,
And
yeah.
this also means that what someone perceives as now is a certain cut along the block, a cut that will depend on how fast they're moving. So what you think is now is really only your now. There are
course,
many
yeah.
different nows in the universe, and all of them are equally real. This also means there's no universal past or future. Okay.
There's only
This is
very
a lot.
different. Oh, okay, yeah. Because you gotta think about it, the Earth is always moving. Like, what if the Earth stopped moving? Well, I mean, you know, stopped rotating, stopped moving. That would be catastrophic. But imagine if it wasn't, and you just didn't move through the universe. And then that way you didn't experience time. Because, like, is time relative to how you move? Because what if you didn't move? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is like that, high thoughts. Like, when you get high, and you just start, like, you're like, dude, what the fuck? What if time isn't real? That's kind of how I felt like that thought just came off just now. Let me shut up. Hold on.
How does this
Hold on.
work?
The thing is, we're all monkeys.
Imagine 3 alien spaceships a million light years away.
I mean, not Albert Einstein. That man might have beat it, but fuck. He's still a monkey. You know what I mean? We're all monkeys. It's so hard to comprehend something that I feel like a monkey was not meant to comprehend. You know what I mean? Like, we're not built to know exactly, like, how to grasp the idea of time itself. Because time is already a concept that we created. You know what I mean? Like, we just experienced life, and then we called the passage of our conscious experience time. You feel me? Like, it's kind of hard to really understand that.
Not moving relative to you. You both experience the same now, the same present. If you had a magical, instantaneous internet connection, you could do a video call right now and chat about alien things.
Right.
The second spaceship is flying away from us at 30 kilometers a second, about 3 times faster than a human rocket. It's moving differently through the block of time than you are, which means its now is different from yours.
Right.
With the magical internet, the aliens can talk to your ancestors in 1924.
No way.
When humanity was discovering the first galaxies outside the Milky Way.
No.
The third spaceship wants to visit Earth and is flying towards you at 30 kilometers a second, moving at the opposite angle of the second ship through the block of time.
Would they be talking to the future?
Now. With the magical internet,
Mate.
aliens can talk to your descendants in the year
Yo.
2124, when humanity has already built cities.
Is this
on
true, or
Mars
is this
and
just a
Venus.
theory?
Okay, so we have 3
the
different
difference?
nows. So which one is correct? Well, that's the problem.
That is the
Relativity
problem,
is
isn't
based
it?
on one powerful principle: cosmic democracy. The fact that the point of view of all observers in the universe is equally valid. All those nows have to be equally real. But if this is the case, your past, present, and your
Cosmic democracy? Who the hell? What? Who named it that? What?
all have to exist at the same time, right now. Because for the different aliens, they all happen in their present. This means that the distinction between the past, the present, and the future is an illusion.
Right, of
The
course. I
universe
can
is
believe
not
that.
a bunch of things evolving through time, like in a movie, but a static block in which the past, the present, and the future all coexist and are real. How can that
Right.
be? Well, think about a galaxy outside the observable universe, too far away to ever visit or see. But even if you can't get there and don't see it, it's still real. The future might be the same. But if the past is not far behind us and the future actually exists, then there is no movie. Things don't happen in the universe. The universe just is,
Right.
like a frozen block of dead cosmic ice, with everything that will ever happen already written and decided.
No, because then you're gonna get people that are like into, what is it? Not fatalism, but like fucking people that believe in fate. That
Is the
brings up
future
a lot
already
of
written?
complications. That's
If
what I'm
all
saying.
times coexist and are
This
equally
means that
real,
there's a
then the
preordained,
future has to be
written, like you can't change it
But that's
type
not
of,
how
like
you
people don't like that
experience things.
idea.
It
And
feels
it doesn't
like
seem
you can
right.
mold your future with your decisions. It really feels like you're free to choose to stop watching YouTube to not miss the bus. But if the future is set in stone, you can't decide anything. So are your choices an illusion? Well, maybe. Maybe your free will is a mirage. Or maybe you missing the bus was already predetermined at the Big Bang. So feel free to continue watching.
Right.
Except quantum stuff is ruining everything again.
Yeah, right.
Quantum processes can't be predicted, not even in principle. Not because we're silly and don't know how to do it. According to quantum physics, quantum particles are intrinsically random.
This is true.
For example, if you have a radioactive atom, it could decay at any moment,
Right.
in the next second or in the next million years. We can calculate the probability that it will decay tomorrow, but no oracle in the universe will ever be able to tell you with absolute certainty if it will do so or not.
Right.
But quantum particles can change the world.
They can't.
Imagine a
They say.
radioactive
I don't
element
know.
randomly
I'm not gonna
decays
be doing
and
that.
causes a genetic mutation in a nearby mammal. And then many generations later, that mutation has led to a weird mix of duck and mammal that makes no sense. Or the atom decays a day later, and the weird creature will never exist.
Whoa.
If quantum stuff is really uncertain, the future can't be set in stone. But if the future is an untold story, it can't be real in the same way as the past is. So what happens when
Right.
uncertain things like the decay of our atom become real?
So maybe that's why we can't think into the future, but we can think into the past. Let me shut up.
Is that moment the present? Is this now? But before we saw that cosmic democracy makes it impossible to define an absolute now. What's going on here?
I like the little ominous music they kind of put here. I don't know if it's ominous, but it's like, it's kind of really like, you really feel like, I'm watching something cool when I watch this. I feel like I'm being taught some kind of, what do I call it? Kind of like taboo, like science, some kind of fringe science. I feel like I'm learning about. I feel like, ooh, like I'm really like getting it because of all these like nice little drawings that they do. I love it.
It turns out
It's
that
so
for
well,
every
like,
individual
done.
object, you, an alien, an atom, the past, the present, and the future are always well defined. Your death will always happen after your birth, never before,
Right.
and never at the same time. Now,
That's
you
not
are
true.
clearly between your birth and your death.
People die at birth, don't they? Am I tripping?
So, for you at least, now makes perfect sense. If we don't play tricks like going to the other side of the universe and using aliens in funny ways to find out what now means, things again start to look ordered and nice, and individual nows seem to exist. Can we do something with them?
I hope
Let's
so.
return to our block universe. Maybe the block does not contain the future, and maybe we just imagined it wrong. Maybe the block is just the past, and a thin layer on the surface is the present. That surface is not smooth, but bumpy and uneven. It's been made by joining countless individual nows, each experienced by someone or something in the universe, each equally real and valid. And all observers
Right.
do their bit, so cosmic democracy is still true.
Observers.
As new things happen and uncertain things become certain, radioactive atoms decay, new species of mammals arise, people miss the bus,
People
order
miss the
moves
bus.
upwards, creating new time in the universe. Instead of a frozen block of time with a future that has already been written, the block is growing and things happen. You can again decide your future. Maybe leave earlier.
I
so
was
you
thinking
won't miss
that,
the
like,
bus.
yeah, like what? But there's a
What is
lot of
real
factors
then?
that go into whether you're gonna be able to leave earlier. There's so many factors in the universe, man. So many factors. I mean, what if you fucking stub your toe on your way out and it starts profusely bleeding? Or what if you, I don't know, you don't wake up to your alarm clock on time and stuff like that. Man, there's so much stuff to think
Let's
about.
recap. We started with time as a movie, one now.
But those are all
after
random,
another,
like,
where only
quantum
the current now
probabilities
was
when you
real.
think about it.
Then we found out that because of relativity, there are multiple nows, all of them real somehow, which could mean that we're living in a frozen block universe where things don't happen and you don't really have free will. And we ended up with a kind
I
of
don't
growing block
know if
universe
that's how that
where time
works.
passes
I don't think that's
and
how
the
that
future
works.
is open. So
Just because there's
which
multiple
is
nows
correct?
doesn't make it a
What is
block.
real?
That's just a
The
weird
present?
analogy.
The past?
Like a
Are the
ice
dinosaurs
block, I
as
mean.
real as you are right now? What do the aliens on the other corner of the universe think about all this? To be honest, no one knows. What we've learned are two possibilities to describe time, but they're not the only ones. Some scientists think that the idea of now only makes sense near you, but
Right.
not in the universe as a whole. Others think that time itself doesn't even exist,
Right.
that the whole concept is an illusion of our human mind.
Could be.
And others think that time does exist, but that it's not a fundamental feature of the universe. Rather, time may be something that emerges from a deeper level of reality, just like heat emerges from the motion of individual molecules,
Right.
or life emerges from the interactions of lifeless proteins. We could go on, but aren't you about to miss the bus?
No cap, bruh. It's 3:30. I might have to work. I gotta go into work at 4. Better not miss my bus.
The concept of time is abstract and elusive, possibly beyond complete human comprehension. Fortunately, there's a vast world of things we do understand about the universe.
Advertisement. All right, I think that's it. Well, oh, brilliant noise. Hey, man. Shouts out. In a nutshell. In a nutshell, shouts out. Y'all are the goats. For making these kinds of videos, man. Shouts out. Let me know what you guys think about time. Let me know. Somebody write down your own individual theory for time down in the comment section. If you made it through to the end of the video, you're the GOAT. Leave a sub if you want to. If you like the video, leave a like. I appreciate every single one of you that watched this video. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Time is hard to grasp. All I feel we will ever really have is theories. There will never ever be a conclusive answer because this is one of those unconclusive answerist things. Kind of like, is there a God and stuff like that. It's all just a matter of reason. It's not like the problem at the bottom of math was really a problem at the bottom of reason, and this is too. It's not a problem at the bottom of time. It's just a problem at the bottom of reason, in my opinion. It's our reasoning. It's not flawed. It's just something else. I don't know. It's not that reasoning is flawed. It's the best tool we have. And no other animal has it, so fuck. Like, if we're observers in the universe, we gotta use it. We gotta use it to try to make sense of things, but... I'll see you guys later, man. Let me shut up before I say something dumb. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.